should we expect in terms of keeping the Chinese Communist Party at bay, in terms of keeping the Biden family accountable for the tens of millions of dollars we now know, because of evidence on the Biden laptop, that they took in from our biggest, most threatening adversary?
Well, listen, the speaker has been very clear about what's going to happen. He's been clear for quite some time. We're going to have a select committee just to investigate China and all the things that the CCP is doing to not only influence here in the United States, but also to take jobs away from Americans over the years. We're going to get to the bottom of that. Number two, I've been talking with Jim Jordan and James Comer. The investigations, not just into the FBI, the Department of Justice, obviously these people are seeing with the Twitter files and all that stuff, but also with what the Biden family has been doing for the last several years and its implications on the Biden domestic and international agenda. We're going to get all to the bottom of that. But one of the other things that was included in this rules package is a church committee that actually will go through the process of investigating the weaponization of the federal government. It was released in these Twitter files that one of the White House staffers actually sent messages to Twitter requesting that accounts be taken down. This is the type of stuff that must be investigated. We have to get to the bottom of it, because if we're going to have a country of, by, and for the people, the federal government cannot be used as a tool to wield its own agenda against American citizens.
Well, I think you are spot on in terms of raising the Twitter files, because this is a situation where the mainstream media refuses to report what has taken place. But you're talking about a task force of 80 FBI agents just solely focused on amplifying lies and suppressing truth. And we all would like to see some accountability there. If you find that there was actual evidence of wrongdoing, will you support impeaching Joe Biden?
That's something that will happen. But right now, what we want to do is get to the process of going through the investigations. Let me be very clear. What we witnessed when the Democrats were in control was that they picked a target, which was President Trump, and they did everything they could to try to damage him in any possible way. What Republicans are committing to do is going through the investigation process. We want the evidence to speak for itself. We want the American people to see that. And if the conclusions become clear that there are high crimes and misdemeanors that have been committed, then we'll be pushing forward with the next necessary course of action. But I don't want to make commitments to you today because we want the investigations to speak for themselves. We don't want to do what the Democrats did, which is weaponize the impeachment process for political purposes. We want to let the evidence speak for themselves. You have my commitment on that.
And real quick.